did Eggers, and the opening tip goes to Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors in the dark green with brighter green numbers and lettering. The Gauchos in the home white with blue trim. Underway here. Glad you could join us on AM 1290, the Santa Barbara News Press radio station. This is Brereton with it on the right wing. Bounces it to Joaquin. He is on the right side of the paint. Beeler is guarding him. Joaquin just pounds his way into the lane and hits a baby hook. Boy, that looked like a heavyweight against a middleweight.
Boy, he just backed him up. He got the ball way out, which is where the Gauchos want to get the ball, but he just kind of dribbled it, backed him. He just couldn't do anything with it.
2-0 Hawaii, and here is Beeler having the ball knocked away straight away. He collects it and gets it to Brown on the right wing. Brown, crossover dribble, bounces it down on the right block to Beeler. He fumbles it, gets it back to Brown. Little quick pass on top to Taylor, left side to Bryson. His three is good. Michael Bryson taking the extra pass from T.J. Taylor and nailing it. And quickly the other way, a three-point try by Spearman is off the mark. The rebound inside by Brereton, and Hawaii another opportunity. Here's Spearman again, another three. Shot this one over the rim, and it comes down to Kyle Boswell as Beeler hit the deck hard, and he's up now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to Gauchos to rebound with this team. And Kyle Boswell's trying to block out a guy who's got probably about a foot on him. And he ended up getting the second rebound. They got it off the floor.
3-2 in favor of UCSB after the Michael Bryson three. Here's Brown straight away. Top of the key being guarded there by Stan Harding. And now the bounce pass inside to Beeler, and Beeler couldn't handle it. It's taken away by the Rainbow Warriors, and here they come the other direction. Brereton with it. On top he goes to Stan Hardinger. And now down low to Joaquin. Joaquin goes up. His shot blocked from behind by Brown, but there's a foul. And Vander Joaquin will go to the line. It's either on Taryn Brown or Sam Beeler. I couldn't tell, Mark. Brown blocked it. It's going to be on Beeler with the body.
Yeah, it looked like a clean block by Taryn Brown, but kind of felt that Beeler got forehand. And, you know, God loves Sam Beeler. He's given up a lot of pounds to Joaquin, and again, just backing the Gauchos. And they're going to bring in Mitch Brewery right now to take care of this physicality.
And the first free throw good. Vander Joaquin now 53 of 76 at the line. That's 70%. And Beeler will come out. Brewery comes in. And what this also may mean for the Gauchos, Mark, as Joaquin fires and hits the next one, it's 4-3 Hawaii, is that if Bob has to go with Brewery a lot tonight, Mitch is going to start fatiguing in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get some minutes out of Beeler today. There's no question about it. It's a tough matchup for him physically.
So Big Mitch from Seattle, Washington in the lineup. Gauchos trail 4-3. Here is T.J. Taylor, and now a whistle as Boswell was being hammered on the perimeter, and Spearman picks up the foul. You may have heard somebody yelling through our microphone in the background. That was Bob Williams trying to call that foul because Spearman was just manhandling Boswell 20 feet from the rim straight away.
Yeah, he had his arms all over him.
Taylor will try a three straight away. That's off the rim, no good. The long rebound tracked down in the corner by Spearman, and here comes Hawaii the other direction. Now the pass to Tavita. Tavita hasn't had that many touches. Now they go left baseline to Joaquin. He's backing down Brewery, and he fires a baby hook with a right hand and scores. So 6 points for Hawaii, all 6 by their leading scorer, Vander Joaquin.
That was a tougher shot. Brewery did a good job of keeping away from the basket. He just kind of tossed it in with one of those baby hooks from about 7 or 8 feet.
Here is Taryn Brown on top. Quick release three. Front rim no good. Rebound inside. Pulled down by the Warriors, Brereton. And the German up the floor on the right side. Picks up his dribble on the right wing. And now they get it on top to Joaquin. He's way out of range. Now down low and a foul on Michael Bryson. As Bryson was trying to overplay that pass to Christian Stan Hardinger. And he went over the back of Stan Hardinger, the 6'8", 220-pounder from Munich, Germany.
Yeah, that's another tough matchup. Michael's given away several inches, but Mike is very athletic. He can jump.
The inbound pass to Joaquin is knocked away by Brewery, but it's knocked out to the top of the key to Spearman. Now they go to the left side. And now down on the left baseline, Stan Hardinger rolls over and puts his shoulder into Bryson, and that is an offensive foul on Stan Hardinger. That is his first, and for Hawaii, team foul number 2. Easy call, Mark. You lower your shoulder to the post and get the guy right in the chest. That's an easy one to call.
Right, yeah, and good defense by Michael Bryson. He's really come on, I think, the last month or so with his defense. He's really become maybe the Gauchos' shut-down defender now.
Bryson on the left side goes in, leaves it for Brown, and Brown lays it in. Nice penetration by Michael Bryson going in from the left side and dumped the pass down low to Brown, and Taryn laid it up and in. Gibb was upset on the Hawaii bench, thought there should have been a foul called on UCSB down there. Hawaii leading 6-5, 16:30 left first half. Here is Joaquim getting it down on the left block. He kicks it back out on top to Brereton. Brereton now top of the key. He goes to Spearman. Spearman drives down the lane, cut off there by Bryson. He kicks it back to Tavita, and Tavita with a 17-footer straight away and air ball. That's out of bounds. And here comes Nate Garth into the lineup for TJ Taylor, and the Gauchos certainly need both of their point guards, Mark, and Taylor was cramping up again against Northridge the other night and just could not give the Gauchos his 100% effort he normally does.
Yeah, the Gaucho strategy tonight is take him out quicker, substitutions so he doesn't cramp up as much.
Hawaii has not made a change as of yet, and we're approaching the 16-minute mark, 6-5 in favor of the Rainbow Warriors. Here is Garth on top now, a whistle as Boswell was coming off a screen. And Brandon Spearman, trying to fight through that screen, ran over the screen and picked up his second foul. So that will bring us to immediate timeout on the floor. 15:59 left to go first half. 6-5 Hawaii over UCSB. More Gaucho basketball after.
Because they needed a faster paced game and shooting threes to get back in it. Just kind of fell apart for them, but he's having a game so far tonight.
Well, Brandon Jawato has come in for Spearman, who picked up his second foul just before the immediate timeout. So Jawato for Hawaii, 6'4", 200-pounder. Let me correct something I said earlier. I said Hans Brereton was from Germany. He's not. Bartlett, Tennessee is where he's from. Long way from Germany. Here's Taryn Brown in the inbound underneath. The Gauchos trailing by one. He hands it off to Bryson. Bryson will launch a long three. Good! From the right wing, Michael Bryson is 2 for 2 in the game from three-point range, and it's 8-6 Gauchos. There's a handoff to Jawato. Now the bounce pass left wing to Brereton. Goes to the free throw line. Cut off by Brown. They bounce it on the left block. And this is Joaquim going one-on-one inside against Brewy. His baby hook short on the mark. The rebound loose on the floor. And it is picked up by a strong guy. And we talked about all the minutes that Mitch might have to play and the fatigue factor possibly coming into effect tonight. Well, Joaquim's going to get a little tired too, banging into Brewy.
Exactly.
There's the inbound pass, and underneath, Stan Hardinger puts up a layup and rolled out. Taryn Brown the rebound, as Tavita on the inbound underneath got it right to Stan Hardinger, right underneath the basket, and that one just barely popped out. Gauchos with it, and they lead at 8-6. Here is a three-pointer by Brown from the left side, no good. And Stan Hardinger, the rebound for Hawaii, starts it up the floor and gets it to Jawato. Jawato, top of the key, will launch a long two. That's in and out, and Bryson the rebound for the Gauchos, and they're running. Bryson up the middle of the floor. He's got Garth to his left. Back to Boswell. Three is off the front of the rim, and Joaquim skying in the air to get the rebound. Boy, that was an NBA distance three by Boswell. Front court with it is Tavita. Tavita will back the dribble up now to the midcourt line, the point guard. And he goes to Brandon Jawato, and a whistle inside and a hold on Michael Bryson, and Bob Williams will get Bryson out of there. And here comes Keegan Hornbuckle.
Yeah, he was getting hooked a little bit, so he hooked him right back. And they were both getting hooked, and the defender's going to get the call in that situation.
So Keegan Hornbuckle, who played solid minutes the other night for the Gauchos, and played, Mark, that was his longest stretch of the season so far the other night for UCSB in the victory over Cal State Northridge. And Hornbuckle played 13 minutes in that game, scored 9 points.
Well, he's been looking really good in practice.
And now the inbound is thrown away by the Warriors. So they just a terrible play, and the Gauchos get it on the turnover.
Well, it'd be nice to get Hawaii rattled because they didn't respond well when they got rattled on Thursday night at Cal Poly. Maybe that's the first sign of it.
Isaac Fotu, a big 6'8", 240-pounder from New Zealand, has come in after the move to get Hornbuckle in there. Here's a three on the way, straight away by Brown. That's no good. And it is tipped out to the point guard, Tavita, by Joaquim. He leaves it back. A long three from straight away is good by Hans Brereton, and a quick timeout, Bob Williams. And I think Bob is looking at Taryn. Yeah. Brown was a little lost to you by Beachside Bar and Cafe. Come in and enjoy Central California's freshest seafood at one of its most popular beaches, Goleta Beach Park, Beachside Bar and Cafe. Have your beach and eat there too.
Very good place. I go there all the time.
Oh boy, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Went there last night. Matter of fact, I did.
You get invited?
Well, but you had to work. Your busiest time comes at the end of the week.
There you go.
You are brutally busy. All right, Gauchos have the ball in the front court. Here's Nate Garth with it as UCSB trails by 1. And now Brown on the right baseline, kicks it back to Brewy, back to Garth. He'll try an open 3, right side. That's off the mark, and Joaquim the rebound. And quickly ahead he goes to Tavita. Tavita up the right sideline. Will pull up his dribble, get it down now on the right block to Fotu. Fotu backing down Hornbuckle. His hook from the baseline. Baby hook is good. Nice shot by Isaac Fotu, and that's another big guy down low to go with Vander Joaquim, Mark, that so far the Gauchos are no match inside.
I like good defense by Keegan Hornbuckle to keep him out, but that's just a nice baby hook shot.
It's 11-8 Hawaii. Gauchos with the ball in the front court.
Boy, Kyle Bosley just keeps getting chucked, and that's supposed to be a rule of emphasis now for the officials. You don't let a guy chuck up somebody.
Here's Hornbuckle taking it down the left side of the paint, lays it up with the left hand and scores. And that time he went right by Fotu, who was no match for him on the perimeter.
Yeah, Keegan's pretty quick for a guy 6'7", a little quicker than his defender.
Hornbuckle, who's had ankle problems all season, going to try to give the Gauchos some good minutes. Here's Fotu going against Hornbuckle on the right side of the paint, spins to the baseline. His baby hook off the glass is good. Boy, Fotu is a nice-looking player off the bench for Hawaii.
Yeah, just a freshman, and people are saying he might be the freshman of the year in the conference. Of course, he's competing with Taron Brown for that honor, but he's been really good the last few weeks.
Here is Nate Garth down the left side of the paint, leaves it for Brewy, and Brewy scores on a beautiful layup. Boy, Nate just penetrated and dumped the pass behind him. He turned and rotated his body in the air and had his back to the baseline and just dumped it right back to a wide-open Mitch Brewy. It's 13-12 Hawaii with the lead, 12:20 left first half. Fotu now being double-teamed, almost stole it, and they got it out to Brereton. His 3 straight away is no good, and the rebound was tipped by Joaquin away from Brewy, but it goes to Garth. Nate up into the front court for the Gauchos, bumped on the right side, no call. Out to Hornbuckle, open 3, good! Keegan Hornbuckle with 5 points, and what a skip pass by Nate Garth, Mark, from right to left.
Yeah, good look by Nate. Nate sees the court so well for a point guard.
Joaquim has it on the left block, going one-on-one with Brewy. Now he'll kick it on top. They go down low with a pass to Fotu. It's knocked away, and Garth going for it was knocked down. Garth will tie up Fotu, and on the held ball, it will be Hawaii basketball, I believe. I never saw any of the 3 officials point one way or the other, and the arrow is right below us. We can't see it, but I believe
it's Gaucho ball.
It's sponsor, University Movers. University-movers.com for your moving needs. Mark, the Gauchos shooting 6 of 12, 50%, which bodes well, and has a lot to do with why they lead, 15-13.
And, they're going to have to shoot the 3 well today. They're 3 for 9, and, they might be a little bit farther ahead if they hit a couple of those. They've had some good looks. We're going to have a stop in action here.
The shot clock is wrong.
To continue on, if Keegan Hornbuckle can make a 3, because that's one guy they're not really paying attention to at the 3-point line. He just made one. Mm-hmm. Keegan's a very good 3-point shooter. When he was at Colorado, Jerry, he was a 50% shooter from the 3. He's got a nice stroke from distance.
He's a good-looking player all around. The only time Keegan doesn't look good is when he's got an ankle taped up on the bench and can't play. All right, Lewis Thomas, the Perth pistol in the game, along with Duke DeRay. Here's Taron Brown, right baseline, pull-up jumper, good. Boy, Taron, a little step-back jumper after he gave the defender a tiny shove and freed himself for a 15-footer. He knocked it down, 17-13. The Gauchos with their biggest lead over Hawaii. Here's Thomas doing some guarding on Stan Hardinger on the outside. Stan Hardinger, top of the key, goes left side to Brereton. On top they go to Jawada. Jawada trying to shoot, couldn't do it. Thomas, good defense. Now to Fotu. Fotu back out on top. They go with the pass to Tavita. Tavita gets it down low to Jawado, and Jawado on a drive runs over Mitch Brewy. Offensive foul on the Gauchos with good defense.
Boy, Mitch Brewy really responded. He probably wouldn't consider his game on Thursday a good one, and he's really responded, as has Nate Garth, who had some of those turnovers in that run, and Nate's played outstanding too with 3 assists, but Mitch Brewy defensively is doing an outstanding job. He's got a bucket. A good start for the freshman from Seattle.
Brandon Spearman is going to come back in for Hans Brereton. Spearman has 2 personal fouls for the Warriors, but Coach Gib Arnold feeling the necessity to bring him back right now. 17-13. in favor of UCSB. Here's Duke DeRay with it, way out on the left wing, about 30 feet from the basket, picks up his dribble, needs help, being tied up. Duke needs someone to pass to, as Joanna providing the defense, and the ball is turned over to midcourt. Now it's loose on the floor, and DeRay comes up with it, gets it to Nate Garth on the left block. Boy, bodies were flying all over the midcourt line there.
Yeah, great hustle play by Duke DeRay to get the ball back.
Garth spins, free throw line, kicks it back to Taryn Brown. Brown with Stan Hardinger guarding him, drives down the lane, missed the layup. The rebound as Lewis Thomas went for it. It's pulled down by Photo. Up the floor they come to Tavita. Tavita top of the key, bumped by DeRay. Will kick it back to Spearman. Spearman looking now to Photo on the left block. He goes right by Beeler, misses the layup, the shot, the rebound is blocked out of bounds by Taryn Brown. Boy, that was Stan Hardinger who got the rebound mark, and Taryn just swatted it into the seats.
Yeah, you know, to start that play, Fotu really got away with a travel. He took a step, thought past him. That's why he got by him so easily. But what a play by Taryn Brown. He's a great help blocker. He'll come and help off his man to block shots.
Here's the inbound pass, and the jumper right baseline by Jawatu is no good. The rebound by Stan Hardinger inside. He goes back up, is tied up, but he's fouled on the play. It'll be 2 free throws, and Don Berdahl, the official, will tell us that is on Beeler, his second. And Michael Bryson has come back into the Gaucho lineup for UCSB. And also, Vander Joachim has come back for Hawaii. Gauchos lead at 17-13, 9:58 left to go here in the first half. And Christian Stan Hardinger will shoot 2. And the first is good. It bounced around a couple of times before falling through. Stan Hardinger, Mark, leads his team in scoring at 15 points a game, but he's only 65% from the line. That makes him 65 of 100 right now.
And for a guy like him, he's going to get fouled. Well, obviously 100 free throws. He does get fouled a lot, and you know that's, you know, you got to shoot over 70 if you're going to be effective.
And the second free throw, high arcing free throw, back rim, hit the front rim, and Thomas pulls down the rebound for the Gauchos, who lead by 3. Boswell getting ready to check back in. Hawaii has brought Manroop Clare into the game from Vancouver, British Columbia. He's very happy hockey is back, I'm sure. And here's Bryson now traveling in the front court as he picked up his dribble, and all of a sudden Duke DeRay, who was going to be the intended receiver, became guarded all of a sudden, and then Bryson, to avoid throwing a bad pass, traveled.
Yeah, you know, that's 2 times in a row the Gauchos have picked up their dribbles. Duke DeRay did the last time down court, and Bryson did it there, and just don't want to pick up your dribble like that.
Hawaii with the basketball. Gauchos lead by 3. Hornbuckle is back in there along with T.J. Taylor and Kyle Boswell. Here is Spearman spinning in the lane, putting up a wild shot, no good. And if that's on Bryson, that's his 3rd. It is.
That's a bailout call. He was out of control, just threw it up.
Yeah, that's Bryson's 3rd. He just came back into the game, and now Bob Williams, as he's looking down his bench, and he is going to bring Duke DeRay right back in for Bryson. So the Gauchos with DeRay coming in, Mark, pick up defense, but they lose some distance shooting, some long-range shooting. Here's Spearman, first free throw, front rim, no good. Gauchos still lead it by 3. Brandon Spearman is an 80% free throw shooter. Before that, he was 40 of 50. And that might be it for Bryson here in the first half with 9:21 left to go with 3 fouls.
Too bad. He really got off to a good start shooting, hit 2 threes right in a row, and tough break for Michael. And I thought it was a bad call. I thought he had position. The guy was out of control. He just threw it up and called it against him, but it happens.
Spearman makes the second. Gauchos lead by 2. They have the ball in the front court. Beeler, top of the key, being hammered by Joaquin. No call. Wow. Here's T.J. Taylor taking the pass on top, kicks it right corner to Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle looking into Beeler, bounces it on the right block. Sam going in hard, spinning. His left-hander off the glass, way high off the glass, not even close. And the rebound pulled down by Stan Hardinger. Quickly up the floor is Clare with it for Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors down by 2. Here is Joaquin with it, free throw line. He'll go up with a jumper. That's off the back rim, no good. Stan Hardinger got the rebound, had it knocked away. The ball loose on the floor. Stan Hardinger goes on top of Boswell for it. And now there is a tie-up. And Bob Williams wanted a foul, and he should have gotten one. Stan Hardinger dove right on top of Kyle Boswell to try to tie up that basketball, and no call.
Yeah, that's what he's telling the official right now. You know, hey, come on, he's going to dive. This isn't football. that's not a fumble recovery, it's a basketball.
Now the Gauchos lose a chance of getting the ball as Hawaii on the possession arrow retains possession, and they have the ball in the front court. Gauchos lead 17-15. Stan Hardinger to the free throw line. Throws an elbow down low to Hornbuckle. They miss the jumper. The rebound, Duke DeRay.
Good rebound by Duke.
Not an elbow, but a shoulder rather, Mark.
Yeah.
Boy, he got away with a foul there, didn't he? And DeRay, almost lost it in the front court. It's a little sloppy right now out there on both sides.
Yeah, the officials are letting him play. They're letting this physicality go, and that doesn't help the Gauchos because Hawaii is a lot bigger than the Gauchos.
Here's Beeler with it, out on top. 12 on the shot clock, needs to do something with it. Had it knocked away from behind by Joaquim. It's stolen. Stan Hardinger's pass the other direction. Spearman, left block, leaves it for Stan Hardinger, lays it up, missed it, and a late whistle and a foul. On UCSB, this will be 2 free throws. And that foul is going to be on Duke DeRay. That's team foul number 6, the first one on Duke, and that will be free throws coming up when we return, Mark, for Christian Stan Hardinger.
Yeah. This is a horrible matchup for
Thunderdome. 7:48 left first half. Hawaii's, check that, UCSB 17, Hawaii 15, but Christian Stan Hardinger with 2 free throws, Mark, after the foul on Duke DeRay to try to tie it. Yeah, the first free throw good.
Mitch Brewery's back in the game. The Gauchos got to get a little more physical underneath, and Mitch is the guy who can bring it.
And Garrett Jefferson is in for Hawaii for the first time. The Gauchos are shooting 47%, 7 of 15. Next free throw, no good, and Brewery the rebound for UCSB. Hawaii just 5 of 17, 29%, and 2 of those 5 makes by Vander Joaquim.
The difference is the rebounds. They've doubled up the Gauchos, 14-7.
Gauchos lead it by 1, 17-16. They've got the ball in the front court. Here's Brewery, top of the key, working against Joaquim. Mitch has a dribble if he wants it. Now he uses it with the left hand. Hands it off to Boswell. Sets a screen. Kyle the 3, left side, no good. And Brewery is over the back, trying to get the rebound. He was over the back of Clare. Or he actually might have been over the back that time of Spearman, but it's on Mitch, his first personal, team foul number 7, Mark, 1-1 the other way.
And Mitch is walking a little gingerly. He went down hard. I don't know if it's his hip or something. He's walking kind of funny, and he's going to have to play a lot of minutes today. That's tough. I mean, he's hustling ball. I mean, Hawaii's been crashing too, and they're not getting that called. Hawaii got 4 fouls pretty quickly, and since then they have not been called for anything, and the Gauchos already are in the Hawaii's in the bonus with the Gauchos. Gauchos have 7 fouls already.
And I was right the first time. It was Clare that Brewery went over the back of. So Manroop with 1-1. And the first free throw back rim, no good. And Hornbuckle able to corral that rebound and then just kind of handed it off to Mitch Brewery. So we'll see who they give the rebound to, but Hornbuckle should get that one.
Yeah.
Nate Garth in there for UCSB. Also, Taryn Brown is back in the lineup. The Gauchos lead by 1, 17-16, 7:05 left first half. Here's Hornbuckle, right baseline, slips, loses the ball. It's on the floor, and now it's going to be a tie-up, and on the possession arrow, it will be UCSB. That was Hornbuckle just slipping and then losing his dribble, Mark. And here comes the Chico kid, Sean Moore, and he'll take the place of Hornbuckle. And Hornbuckle's not moving too well off the floor here.
Yeah,
kind of jogging gingerly.
You don't know if he's. I mean, I hope he's not hurt because we've seen that way too often. He just slipped. I mean, I don't know if I guess there was a wet spot, and they're actually wiping it up over there right now, and it was too bad because he had made a nice move and then just kind of slipped.
Chase Tavita has come back in the lineup for Hawaii. The Gauchos with the ball, leading 17-16. Here's Garth taking the inbound pass at midcourt, going left side of the paint, drawing a double team down low. Kick pass to the right wing to Brown. Too far to shoot the 3. Brown will dribble in. Now fire the 3. No good. More the offensive rebound, and he's knocked down on the play. And that is on Spearman, and that's his 3rd.
That's a break for the Gauchos. He's a very good defender. I mean, he's the guy who's been guarding Boswell, and Bos just hasn't got anything going yet because of him, but he's going to come out now. They're going to bring back Joato to take his place.
And Joato from El Segundo. He's back in the game. And now the Gauchos inbounding, and here's Nate Garth with it on top. Now he goes left corner, open 3. Taryn shot it over everything. Here's Moore getting the rebound inside, and Moore is then shoved by Joato out of bounds. Boy, Sean Moore has just done a tremendous amount in a few seconds here. He's got 2 offensive rebounds, and that time as he was going back up for the shot mark for the shot inside. The ball was slapped away, and Sean still managed to get it and then was hammered. Here is Boswell being tied up on the baseline on the inbound. This is another foul on Hawaii, and that one is going to be on Tavita, and that is team foul number 7 on the Rainbow Warriors.
Well, I think Gib Arnold must have been gotten in his players' dish a little bit after the Cal Poly game about being physical and dishing it back, because they got it from Cal Poly, because they've been really coming after the Gauchos hard. But this will be the Gauchos shooting free throws now with Kyle Boswell trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time today.
And Boswell, 39 of 50, now make it 40 of 51 on the season. He makes the first free throw. Make it, 39 of 51. After that made free throw, the Gauchos lead by 2, 18-16, 6:35 left here in the first half. Boswell, high arcing free throws, swished them both. And the Gauchos lead at 19-16. UCSB with Mitch Brewy, Nate Garth, Sean Moore, Taryn Brown, and Kyle Boswell on the floor. For Hawaii, they've got Tavita, Stan Hardinger, and now with the ball is Jawato. Inside, they've got Joaquim, and on the outside, they've got Brereton. Here's Joaquim with it. Free throw line extended to the right. He'll fire up over Mitch Brewy. No good. Taryn Brown going up. Deflected the ball. It's loose out on top, and it comes to Brereton. He'll fire the floater. That's short on the mark. Joaquim going up for the rebound, and the foul from behind on Stan Hardinger. No, they're actually going to call that on Joaquim. Well, Stan Hardinger also went over the back, and his looked more obvious, Mark, than Vander's.
Yeah, I agree. But that's only the first foul for Joaquim. For Stan Hardinger, that would have been his second, so it's a break for him, because he probably would have come out with that foul.
And it is going to be Mitch Brewy at the line, 8 of 15.
No, they're gonna have Kyle Boswell. They changed it. You were right, and then they said actually it was 10 who was fouled, so they took Mitch off the line. They're going to bring Kyle on the line, which is a break for the Gauchos, because Kyle is their best shooter.
All right, so the foul not on Christian Stan Hardinger. Yeah, now they're going to look at it to make sure they've got the free throw shooter correct. He's going to shoot, and actually I think it's going to be Sean Moore. No.
I thought it was he went to the line and he walked away. Maybe it is Sean Moore.
It is 34. It's Sean Moore. Yeah. So, had a choice of 3 guys to shoot there. So Sean Moore on the line.
It was so many people in the middle of that scrum. He really could have had anybody shooting it. But I guess we figured he got fouled the worst.
Well, Moore 2 of 6 from the line. And his first free throw, back rim no good. And the rebound pulled down by Brandon Jawato. 2 of 7 now from the line this season is Sean Moore, who's got a couple of big offensive rebounds early on. There is Brereton on the left wing. Gauchos lead 19-16. Now down on the left baseline they go to Joaquim. He turns and faces Brewy, backing Brewy down. And Brewy gets a double team from Garth. And somehow Joaquim able to free himself and bank a baby hook off the glass for the basket.
That was a little bit of a lucky shot. He threw that up hard.
From straight away in the paint, just banked it in. 19-18, Gauchos by 1. 5:30 left first half. Here is Garth dribbling from left to right, leaves it for Brewy in the lane. Brewy lays it up and in. Nice play by Mitch Brewy and a great pass by Nate Garth. Brewy was tripped on the play going in, Mark, and there was no call.
Yeah, boy, he showed some coordination to be able to get that shut up while he was being tripped. Just a great play by Mitch and a great pass by Nate Garth again.
Here's Brereton 3, good from the right wing, and it is 21-all.
That's the guy you got to watch out for shooting threes. You got to be on him. You can't go under the screen. You got to go up top the screen to stop him from shooting.
Here the Gauchos now tied at 21 with Hawaii. Nate Garth gets a screen from Brewy on top, goes down the right side of the paint, cut off down there by the good play of Chase Tavita. Now back out to Nate Garth out on the left wing. Tavita guarding him. Garth going right by him, and Tavita blocked the shot but fouled him as he goes to the basket. So Chase Tavita is going to pick up the foul. That's team foul number 9 on Hawaii. 2 free throws coming up for Nate Garth. And Garth got that quick, I think deceptively quick first step. Don't you, Mark? I mean, he's got a quick first step, but I think it's deceptive.
Yeah, he's not the quickest guard in the Big West Conference, but he's got so much game savvy that he can. That first step is so good. He's a basketball player. He's got basketball quickness is what I would call it.
And Garth makes the first free throw. Here comes Duke DeRay back in the game for Kyle Boswell, and Claire will come back in. Manroop Claire for Hawaii. Also Isaac Fotu coming in. And Stan Hardinger goes out for Hawaii. And Garth with one more free throw. It's good, and the Gauchos back up by 2, 23-21 with 4:43 left here in the first half. UCSB trying to get to 4-4 in the Big West Conference. Hawaii trying to get to 5-4. Brereton has it, left wing. His bounce pass to the right side to Claire. Claire out near Thunder Row, where Judge Brian Hill and his wife are sitting tonight. And now the handoff, and dribbling to the left side is Jawato. They go on the left baseline to Joaquin. Vander turns and faces Brewy. The ball knocked away, and a foul is called on the Gauchos. Foul is on Mitch Brewy, and Brewy not happy about that at all. Neither is Bob Williams, and neither is the crowd.
It was actually Taryn Brown who swiped at it. and he called that from so far away. It's unbelievable he make that call. I mean, he was the wrong official to make that call. If anyone was going to make it, it should have been the official right near the play, and that official was trying a little bit too hard.
And so Joaquin on the line. That is team foul number 8 for the Gauchos, and Vander with a 1-and-1. He's 2 for 2 at the line, and this one spins around a few times and finally goes in. That could have come out as easily as it went in.
Yeah.
23-22, Gauchos by 1. I agree with you, Mark. That's a tough call to give Brewy. That's his second foul, too. So there is a concern. Second free throw good by Joaquin. That's a concern for Bob Williams because Sam Beeler, as you know, talented freshman that Sam is, he's having a hard time with Joaquin, the big center, the senior center, and that could be a problem if Brewy picks up a third foul in this first half. TJ Taylor's back in the game. Here's DeRay down the lane. He'll lay it up. That shot blocked by Fotu, taken down by Brereton, and Hawaii running. Brereton pull up 3 straight away, back rim, no good. He followed the shot, got his own rebound, put it up. He's fouled on the play. If that's on Brewy, that's his third. It is not. It's on Taryn Brown. And Bob Williams, I think, thought that was on Brewy. Maybe not, but he was sending Sam Beeler in, and then when the official went up with 3 and 5 for 10,
way off the mark. I mean, he hasn't been close. And that's sometimes that happens with him. He's an energetic player, and when he kind of gets a little more tired, he shoots better. I think he's a little too amped up right now. They need Taryn to pick it up.
Well, Brereton will shoot 2 after he was fouled. First trip to the line, and the first free throw good. Hawaii leads 24-23. And for Hans Brereton, he's now 18 of 23 at the line this season. Second free throw swishes. Boy, he's got a nice shooting stroke, doesn't he?
He really does. Great shooter.
Hawaii for the first time tonight, Mark, the full court press. And now Beeler breaks it ahead to Brown. Brown skips the pass right side to Boswell. Boswell back on top to Hornbuckle. Now to TJ Taylor, way out on the left wing. Dribbles straight away. Spinning around with a left-hand dribble. And he is going against Garrett Jefferson, who's back in the game for Hawaii. Here is Fotu jumping out on a screen. Now they send it to Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle kicks it right corner to Taylor. Taylor trapped on the right baseline. Needs help. Taylor needs help. Bounce pass inside to Boswell. And Boswell with a reverse layup scores. And he's fouled on the play. Kyle Boswell somehow got that shot up amidst the trees inside and got it to go and was fouled.
Well, he's become more than just a shooter. He's become a scorer. He had to find a way to get that ball in the basket while he looked like he was getting horse-collared under the basket, and he was kind of cut underneath the basket, somehow snuck it up and in, and now he's going to go for the and one, give the Gauchos a lead if he can make this.
25 all. That was Jawato's third foul, so he's out of the game, and Chase Tavita back in as Boswell makes the free throw. And the Gauchos lead it by 1, as Mark mentioned, 26-25. Boswell now with 5 points. Michael Bryson, who's in foul trouble and on the bench for the rest of this first half, leads the Gauchos with 6. Here's Brereton being trapped on the right wing. He dribbles inside the free throw line, throws it up and throws it in off the glass.
Nice running bank shot.
About a 14-foot bank shot. 27-26, Hawaii with the lead. The Rainbow Warriors are pressing in the backcourt. Hornbuckle picks up his dribble, sends it across the line to Beeler. Beeler out near midcourt looking for someone to pass to. No one guarding Beeler. Beeler will put it on the floor. Now he goes to the right baseline. He stepped on the baseline, and that's a turnover by Sam Beeler.
Where was he going? I mean, he dribbled it right out of bounds.
Well, what Hawaii's doing now with Beeler, what they weren't doing before, because they don't have Joaquin in the game, but they're really backing off of Sam and letting him just take the ball to the rim, because at 6'10", Sam is having a hard time making that move down the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time they did. Here's Brereton, 3, left side. Good, right in front of Bob Williams. And it's 30-26, Hawaii. The Gauchos again facing a full court press. And Hornbuckle will bring it across the midcourt line, left side to Brown. Terrence, 3, good. He's got such a quick release and a smooth stroke, and Brown left open, Mark, as Hawaii paid the price for the full court press.
That's what you got to make them pay. And the Gauchos had a 2-and-1 a couple times before and didn't take advantage of it. He pulled it back out. Got to take advantage of that.
Stan Hardinger down the lane, he traveled. Oh yeah, he did. And that was obvious, and even Bob Williams gave the travel sign there. 30-29, Hawaii by 1. And Nate Garth comes back in for TJ Taylor. I'm kind of wondering if TJ's crapping up a little bit. Because TJ has not really, as Mitch Brewey comes in for Beeler, TJ really hasn't had a long stretch of playing time in this game yet, Mark.
You know, that was kind of the plan. You know, don't play him a lot of minutes in long stretches, I should say. But I think you're right. He did, and he's not. You don't see him making any explosive moves like he usually does.
Here is Terran Brown, left corner, gave up a 3. Now dribbles left baseline right into Brereton, hands it back to Hornbuckle. His 3 is good from the left corner. Terran Brown gets a shovel pass back to Hornbuckle for a 3, and Brown the assist. And the Gauchos back up 32-30 with 1:36 left first half.
That's 8 points for Keegan. He's getting warmed up right now.
Fotu on the left baseline, backing down Brewy as Garth cheating over to double team. They go back out on top to DeVita, back down low to Fotu in the lane. A little floater is good. Boy, what a good-looking freshman Isaac Fotu is. He has made some very good moves down low tonight, Mark, and it's 32 all.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's from New Zealand.
Here is a bounce pass to Boswell, who cuts in from right to left and lays it in with the left hand. Terran Brown with a beautiful bounce pass through 2 defenders to a cutting Kyle Boswell.
Boy, nice play. They're really looking for each other.
Brown's second consecutive assist. It's 34-32, final 50 seconds first half. Brereton for Hawaii, down the lane, bunny hop, wild shot, no good. Fotu the rebound, and Fotu was fouled. That foul on Kyle Boswell. And that's going to be free throws. That'll be 2 for Isaac Fotu, the freshman, as that's the Gauchos now with 10 team fouls. Bob's asking how many on Boswell. I think that's Kyle's first.
That's what they're showing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it is.
They're lucky it was on him and not Mitch Brewey. Mitch was in the neighborhood. And
Fotu makes the first free throw. Hawaii down by a point now. Gauchos up 34-33. Do you take Mitch out of here now with 45.9 seconds to go with 2 fouls?
Absolutely. I mean, he's been so much more effective than Sam Beeler today, but you don't want him to get his 3rd foul right now.
Yeah. And the second free throw is good for Fotu. He'll come out of the game, and for the first time, Davis Rosizis is in the game. He actually spells his first name like Davis, but it's pronounced Davis. And Manrup Clare also in the game for the Hawaii Rainbows. Gauchos inbound and bring it up the floor with Nate Garth up along the right sideline, tied at 34 as they head up to Boswell. Spinning, free throw line, scoop shot is no good, not even close. It drew nothing but glass. It was an excellent move, but Kyle unable to get that one close to the rim, and Hawaii with the rebound coming down to Stan Hardinger, and the Warriors, the Rainbow Warriors, play for the final shot. They've turned off their shot clock, 19 seconds to go. Manrup Clare dribbling with the left hand out near midcourt. Nate Garth giving him about 5 or 6 feet. And now the screen. And they hand the ball back off to Jefferson on the right side. They bounce it down low, inside, missed, and Stan Hardinger the offensive rebound. And he scores 1 second. Here's Garth from midcourt, let it go and missed it. Well, that was a dribble drive by Jefferson down low. He missed the layup. Stan Hardinger got the rebound.
Terran Brown's got 1. He's got 1 rebound. I'm sorry, the guy's 6'8". He's very athletic. Get some rebounds, Terran. And Michael Bryson's another guy who can jump and get some rebounds. And right now he's got 1, and a lot of it has to do with the fact he's only played 6 minutes. But if those 2 guys aren't going to rebound, Gauchos lose. I'm telling you right now, those 2 guys don't rebound because they're going to have to come off and get rebounds. Gauchos will lose because it doesn't matter what Hawaii shoots, they're going to get their own misses and put it back in.
Halftime being brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, a proud sponsor of UCSB.
Yeah. It's such a first-class affair.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have it at nice places. They give these gold rings to the top star, male and female, for both schools. The beautiful rings. and just do so much for this town.
Well, they're great people. Underway with the second half. I'll ask Mark for the Hampton Inn keys to the game as Hawaii inbounds the ball, and they get it down low on the right block to Joaquin. He slips the pass inside to a cutting Brandon Spearman, and he scores.
Well, they're going to have to rebound better than they did in the first half, because it doesn't matter what Hawaii shoots. They can shoot horribly and still win because they're getting all their own misses.
38-34. Hawaii with a 4-point lead. Both teams out there with their original starting lineups. Bryson back in there with threes. Got the ball on the left side. Bounces it down on the left block to Beeler. Big Sam kicks it back out to Taylor on the left side, right in front of the Gaucho bench. TJ will dribble straight away. Right wing he goes to Bryson. Bryson will pull up. He goes around the screen. Three-pointer is short from straight away. And Joaquin, the rebound. Vander Joaquin actually dribbled that one out to midcourt before he gave it up to Chase Tavita, his point guard. So that long three short by Bryson, and the Gauchos trail by 4. Here is Spearman with it for Hawaii, down on the right block to Joaquin. His pass inside, knocked away by Brown, and stolen by the Gauchos. Good play by Taryn. Here comes TJ the other direction. Taylor on the right wing. They'll back off, and now he thought about a three. Instead gives it to Bryson. Left corner, Brown. Open three, rims out. Rebound comes down to Stan Hardinger, and Stan Hardinger up the other way, leaves it for a three. That's off the back rim by Brereton. The long rebound to Taylor. So both teams a little off right now to start the second half. Taylor from the free throw line skips a pass down underneath. Reverse layup by Brown. Goaltending is called on Hawaii, and I think that was Joaquin that got up there and touched it after it had touched the glass.
Yeah, you know what? That's a break for the Gauchos. I don't think that shot was going to make it. I don't think he had enough spin on it to get it into the hoop. But
I agree with you.
You got to call it because it was above the cylinder.
And the ball had already touched the glass. Good call on that one, Mark. I agree with you. 38-36. Gauchos down by 2. Here's Tavita, left side to Stan Hardinger. Stan Hardinger being bumped on the perimeter by Brown. Bounces it now to Joaquin. Joaquin 15 feet from the basket on the left. Backing down Beeler. He pushed Beeler. No call. Baby hook in the lane is way short. Stan Hardinger, the rebound, goes back up, and Taryn Brown hammered him.
You know, it was good defense by Beeler on Joaquin. Didn't get a good shot, and Taryn Brown did not block out his man. Stan Hardinger got around him to get that rebound. And I tell you, Taryn's a perimeter player. I mean, that's what he is. But, you know, on this team, especially with Alan Williams, he's got to learn to do some fundamental things with rebounding and got to block out. And now Stan Hardinger gets 2 free throws. Too bad.
And he is 2 of 4 at the line. Now make it 3 of 5 as he makes the first. He's got 5 points and 9 rebounds. And for Hawaii, Mark, that is their 11th offensive rebound of the game.
You can't beat a team if they're going to get all their own misses.
Yeah, second free throw no good. The ball tapped to Beeler, who will get credit for the board. 39-36. Hawaii by 3 over the Gauchos, just underway here in the second half. UCSB trying to get to 4-4 in the Big West and get their 8th win of the season. Hawaii trying to get to 5-4. Here's Taylor, left side to Bryson. He goes to the baseline. His floater hit the side of the glass. Not even close, and it's pulled down off one bounce by Joaquin. The other direction, they go to the point guard Tavita. Now to the right side to Spearman. Gets a screen from Joaquin. Kicks it back to Spearman. Open 10-footer, banked it in.
But Beeler's got to react. I mean, he went to help on Boswell's man and didn't get back, and that's a wide open shot for Joaquin. He's just getting schooled by the big center from Angola.
Joaquin now with 12 points, and the Gauchos trail by 5, 41-36. Biggest deficit second half. Brown gave up an open 3 straight away, dribbles right side of the paint, kicks it the right corner to Boswell. He dribbles in, kicks it back to Brown. Brown way out at 25 feet will launch a 3, and that's off the front rim. Bryson going up, almost picked up his 4th foul. He was over the back of Stan Hardinger, who got the rebound, and Stan Hardinger, I think if he's not so active there, Mark, if he's more still underneath and Bryson's going over his back, it would have been a foul. It would have been obvious. Here's Spearman on a drive from the left going up. He's fouled on a layup, and that is on Boswell. Layup attempt. That shot not even close. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Brandon Spearman.
I think there's something wrong with TJ Taylor because, I mean, he's had wide open 3s and he won't even shoot. And normally that's an easy shot for him. He's a good 3-point shooter. They're taking him out right now. Yeah. I don't think cramping has really gotten to him.
Spearman's first good, 42-36 Hawaii, and Mitch Brewy's also going to come in for Sam Beeler. Nate Garth again for TJ Taylor, as Mark mentioned. But, Mark, do you agree with me that Bryson, who's so active around the rim, was way over the back of Stan Hardinger in the last sequence down the floor?
Yeah, that was. I held my breath because I thought he was about to get his fourth.
Second free throw, no good, and Stan Hardinger in the offensive rebound.
Just a horrible block out. You've got to feel him, and you've got to push him out. They're not going to call you for a foul if you get into him physically, and the Gauchos are not being physical with him.
Here is a bounce pass left side to Joaquim. He goes to the baseline, puts it up, no good. The ball being fought for inside. Joaquim gets it, puts it up, scores. He's fouled, it counts. And Brewy is hurt. Brewy is on the floor, he's hurt. And that foul is going to be on Taron Brown. That's his third. Hornbuckle is coming in. Brewy is up, but Mitch was very slow to get up, and Brown will come out.
This game is quickly getting away from the Gauchos. They've been outscored to start the second half here. They only got 2 points, and Hawaii has they got 6, about to make 7 with the free throw.
Boy, there's the free throw. Taron Brown, when he came out there, jogged right past Bob Williams, who gave him that evil eye, and Taron went all the way to the end of the bench. Bob stared at him, and now Bob is finally down there talking to him. Here's a bounce pass inside to Boswell, and Boswell is hammered on the play. He's down underneath on the baseline and being helped up by Brewy.
He got hit in the face.
That foul is going to be on Vander Joaquim, and that's his second.
And they're asking, they're going to check to see if it's a flagrant foul.
45-36 after the free throw down at the other end was made there, Mark, by Joaquim. And with 16-13 left here in the game, the Gauchos face their biggest deficit, 9 points.
Just a horrible start to the second half, and again, they're not, I don't know what Bob Williams told them at halftime, and granted, Hawaii's bigger, they're going to out-rebound the Gauchos, but you can at least block them out. Cal Poly did an excellent job of blocking them out the other night. It's like the Gauchos have never learned how to block out anybody out. That Stan Hardinger is just waiting right in there, getting every offensive rebound. Yeah.
And,
well, maybe they're not going to call it.
It wasn't like Joaquim came down with his right arm with great aggression, It wasn't that at all. It's just his hand was nowhere near the ball. So it's not a flagrant foul, but it is 2 free throws for Kyle Boswell. And the Gauchos get the first as Boswell makes it. And for Boswell, that's 8 points, Mark. First point in the second half, I believe.
Yeah, and he hasn't made a 3 yet this game. He's only gotten 2 looks. When's the last time he won a game without making a 3-pointer?
Can't remember.
And this was a game they needed to make 3-pointers. They have no chance in this game if they'll make threes because they're not getting any rebounds. None.
And he makes the second to Boswell, so it's a 7-point deficit for UCSB, 45-38. Hawaii with the lead, approaching 16 minutes, right at 16 right now. Tavita kicks it out to Spearman way out on the left wing. Spearman picks up his dribble, skip pass right side to Tavita to the free throw line, and a drive down the right side of the paint by Stan Hardinger, and he banks it in.
He's just too strong for the Gauchos. If he's going to get the ball from 12 foot right near the elbow, he's going to score. The Gauchos got to keep him out.
Hawaii leads by 9 as Hornbuckle is back in there for Taron Brown. And the Gauchos now playing catch on the perimeter. Here's Boswell right side. Step back, could not launch the 3 as Brereton was right in his face. They get it to Nate Garth along the right sideline near Thunder Road. Dribbles top of the key. Screen from Brewy. 3 by Garth is good straight away. Good screen by Mitch Brewy.
Yeah, Nate's been shooting the ball so much better this year from the 3.
45, check that, 47-41 Hawaii. Spearman, right side to Tavita. Tavita to the right baseline to Joaquim. He fakes Bryson in the air, and then Joaquim picks up his dribble out to Tavita, way out at 35 feet. Now to Brereton. Brereton on the right perimeter. Bounce pass inside, and the layup again by Stan Hardinger. Timeout, Bob Williams.
They went to a zone defense because they want to protect their big man from getting in foul trouble, Bryson and Mitch Brewy, but when they don't make them, it doesn't matter because one of their teammates is going to clean it up and they're going to get the putback. And I got to tell you, I said at halftime, they're going to have to rebound, and it's Taron Brown and Michael Bryson are going to have to get some rebounds because they can play above the rim, and that's effort.
Gauchos down by 8, and with the ball, here's Brewy inside. He scores off the glass from the right of the basket. Good entry pass by TJ Taylor, a bounce pass, and it's 49-43. Gauchos down by 6. Tavita with a dribble way out near the midcourt line. Now to Spearman, who's near the midcourt line, about 5 feet inside of it, guarded there by Boswell. On top to Stan Hardinger. Back to Spearman on the right wing, and he'll flip the short pass to Tavita on the right side. Now they go in front of the bench to Spearman. Spearman in front of his own head coach. One bounce dribble, bounce pass right baseline to Joaquim. He was double teamed there, and now Joaquim will launch a desperation three with 5 on the shot clock. No good. Stan Hardinger, the offensive rebound, the putback, and he scores. And that is Mitch Brewy's third foul.
I mean, I think Joaquim thought the shot clock was going out.
Yeah,
he threw up a garbage shot from about 24 feet.
15 for Joaquim, 13 for Hans Brereton, but one of the very big glaring statistics in this second half, the Gauchos have been out-rebounded 8-2 in this second half, and they're getting torched on the boards, 30-14. I thought you had one. Didn't they give you a stat sheet there?
No.
Oh, what did you say to him? It's a nice young man that brings him down. Stan Hardinger with the free throw, good, and the Gauchos down by 9 again, 52-43, but they're getting pounded here in the second half on the boards, 8-2.
It's blocking out. You've got to block them out, and the Gauchos aren't doing it. They're not very fundamentally sound with the block out.
Here's Boswell on top, head fake, step back three, and that was way short. Rebound, Joaquim inside. Boy, Kyle gave up an open three to begin with.
Yeah, that's the one he should have taken.
Here's Brereton driving in the lane. He was stripped to the ball. It's underneath, saved along the baseline. No, it wasn't. It's knocked out by the Gauchos, but Stan Hardinger was there with those active hands of his, and it was knocked out by Brewy underneath. Boy, I thought for a moment the Gauchos would have a possession there because it looked like it was going to be a turnover. Here's the inbound pass to Joaquim, open 15-footer, rolls it in. He wasn't even guarded at the free throw line. I don't know how you forget about that guy.
Gaucho deficit now is 11. This team needs Alan Williams. I mean, there's no secret here. They're just not a very good team without Alan Williams.
Yeah, this is the biggest deficit of the game for UCSB, coming at the about the 13:30 mark or so. Here is Garth, kicks it out to Taylor. Now left side on the perimeter to Hornbuckle. Between the circles, Taylor. Right side out near the midcourt line. Along the right sideline, they go to Garth. 8 on the shot clock. Garth splits a defender, pulls up, kicks it to Taylor. 15-footer right side. Good. Boy, that was a nice possession by the Gauchos. 54-45, Hawaii by 9.
Yeah, they needed something just to stem the tide a little bit.
Darren Brown, Michael Bryson, and Duke DeRay getting ready to come back for the Gauchos. There is Stan Hardinger, open 15-footer. That was no good. Offensive rebound, Joaquim. Tavita, right side to Brereton. And now to Stan Hardinger, who goes in for a drive, banks it, missed it, was fouled on the play, and that foul is on Mitch Brewy, his fourth. Oh, and Sam Beeler getting ready to come in. He was going to come in anyway.
Yeah. Well, this is tough because, you know, Mitch is one guy who's been getting physical with Joaquim, and he's going to be coming out of the game now, and they just have nobody else who can keep that big guy out of there.
Well, Joaquim, I agree with you, Marcus. Stan Hardinger with the free throw, good. He'll have another. He's fouled on the play. Joaquim was the guy that the Gauchos really struggled with in the first half. Stan Hardinger is the one that's killing the Gauchos in the second half.
Yeah, he's just pounding the Gauchos. He's basketball savvy. I mean, that's where he's getting a lot of his rebounds. But a lot of it, he's just stronger than the Gauchos he's going against.
55-45, Gauchos down by 10. Still plenty of time. 12:39 left to go, and Stan Hardinger with a second free throw is good. He didn't hit the rim with either one of them. He swished them both, and it's back to an 11-point Hawaii lead, 56-45.
Well, the Gauchos come back from this. It's not that big a deficit, but
Beeler inside, kicks it to DeRay, now to Bryson. Now they go the right side to Brown. Taryn picks up his dribble to Bryson on the left wing. Bryson will dribble straight away, give it to T.J. Taylor. Taylor now dribbling on the right side beyond the three-point line, gets a screen from Beeler, and now dumps the ball down low to Beeler. Beeler lays it up, no good, but he's fouled on the play. Will get 2 free throws. What's unfortunate for Beeler there, he actually had the wrong spin on the ball, Mark. He had kind of the reverse spin, and it spun away from the rim after it hit the rim.
I think it ended up in his wrong hand. He had his left hand. He couldn't put the right kind of spin on it. And the part of it was just getting knocked off balance. That's why it happened. Tell you what, it's really too bad that Sam didn't have a chance to redshirt this year, because, you know, physically he's not ready for this Division I basketball. He just can't hold his balance even when he gets nudged. He just kind of gets off balance. Misses a free throw. That's another thing he needs to work on, is his free throw shooting.
Now 6 of 20 and make it 6 of 21. He missed the second. Boy, Bryson almost tipped it in, but he missed on the tip in. And Stan Hardinger the rebound. Hawaii the other way. Gaucho's got to be careful. This thing could get away from them. Here's Brereton driving right baseline in the lane, puts it up and scores.
Wow, that looked like a travel to me.
It looked like he traveled about 2 or 3 times on that. And the Gauchos now facing their biggest deficit, 13 points, 58-45. 11:52 left to go here in the game. Taylor now on top to DeRay. DeRay between the circles. Will dribble to the right side, hands it off to TJ. TJ dribbling straight away, looking for Beeler, the cutter. Instead goes to DeRay. DeRay bounce pass down low to Beeler, lays it up and in. Nice pass by Duke DeRay from the right wing, and Bob Williams is telling his Gauchos to meet the Warriors at midcourt.
One thing Sam Beeler does do well, he moves well without the ball, and when nobody's hitting him.
Yeah, 58-47, and here is Stan Hardinger inside, put it up, no good. He's hammered, and he'll go back to the line. And that one is on Sam Beeler. That's his third, so Beeler's got 3, Brewy's got 4.
The physicality of just being a bigger boy going against a smaller child, and it seems unfair. I mean, watching this game, I think it's kind of unfair. And I guess when you have Alan Williams, he kind of neutralizes the fact that not many of his teammates are very good rebounders.
But I'm sorry, Mark.
But I was just saying, Bob Williams needs to go out and get some guys who can actually rebound. Just having one guy who's a rebounder, that's not going to cut it, because sometimes Al gets in foul trouble too.
Stan Hardinger made the first, he makes the second. How about this for a double-double, Mark, with 11:20 left to go in the game? 16 points, 14 rebounds for Christian Stan Hardinger.
Yeah, and it's Taron Brown against Stan I don't even say his name
Stan
anymore.
Hardinger.
And that's the mismatch, because he's just kicking Taron's butt.
Well, the Gauchos down by equal their biggest deficit, 60-47. Brown down the lane, left-hand layup, not even close. Beeler tries to follow, no good. Late whistle, and this is going to be a foul on Vander Joachim, and the Gauchos got lucky there. Very lucky, because it didn't look like there was a lot of contact from Joachim.
But the good news for Hawaii is, Sam just has really struggled from the free throw line all year. I know, what is he under 30% from the line?
He's 6 of 21, and he makes the first free throw coming into the game. That was 32%. Don't ask me to do the Chico State math now, Mark.
We missed his.
He's 7 of 22 for the season now.
Yeah, that's his first one he made today. He missed his first 2 earlier. And he's got a nice stroke. A lot of it's just repetition and getting in a groove, but he's always deep.
Missed the second. He goes for his own rebound and was unable to corral it. So 1 out of 2, 60-48, Hawaii by 12. And the Rainbow Warriors now up in the front court with it. Tavita with it. Way out near the midcourt line. Will dribble right side. Crossover being guarded there by DeRay. Now Garth switches on the defense. Picks up the Hawaii player at midcourt. Now they bounce it down. They go down low to Isaac Fota. Fotu back in the game, slips a pass to Hardinger. It got through him, but it's collected at the top of the key by Bereder. He missed the shot and the rebound, and now there's going to be goaltending. Sammy, what are you doing? The shot was put up by Stan Hardinger, and he was fouled on the play. It looked like that ball was going to come out, and was it Beeler that got his hand on the ball?
Yeah, the ball. It looked like the ball was going out. It was going to miss. It was going to miss, but it was still over the cylinder, and Sam just went up and hit it.
So Stan Hardinger, give him now 18 points and a chance at a free throw here. That ball clearly was coming out of the cylinder, and Sam went up and tried to swat it away, but it wasn't. It was still above the cylinder.
Yeah. Well,
I guess the officials are looking at it to confirm that. They are. They're looking at the monitor right now, but 62-48, and this thing is getting away from UCSB in a hurry, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Sam is I'm looking forward to Sam Beeler and Mitch Brewy and their Gaucho careers. At times they look like freshmen, Mark, but in the offseason,
you so much upside. He's very skilled, but like even right there on the rebound, I could see him going, and he got knocked off balance again. I can't tell you how many times I see him go flying out of there, and because he just has no strength to compete against these kind of guys, these kind of big, strong Division I basketball players, and that's they just can't stop Hawaii. It's again, I don't see how the Gauchos couldn't possibly win this game. I think it's an impossible thing to do without Al Williams, because they have nobody else with any kind of strength to stand up to them.
Stan Hardinger makes the free throw, 63-48. Now a whistle and an offensive foul on Michael Bryson as he shoves Stan Hardinger to the floor. That's 4 on Bryson. And Taryn Brown was wide open on the left side for a 3, and Bryson, with hard contact at the free throw line area, picks up his 4th. Well, he's staying in. I mean, no reason to take him out now with 4 because you're down by 15, and at least Bryson is one of those that can get hot from long range.
Yeah. Which seems unfair, you know, as physical as Hawaii is with the Gauchos, and they get called for one right there. It's kind of like unfair.
And Fotu down on the right baseline. The pass to Spearman. He missed the shot. The ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Garth. Garth almost carried it. Front court now left side to Brown. Steps back. 3 out of the left corner. Rattles in and out. Bryson followed. Missed it. Ball out of bounds. And it's off of Duke DeRay as he was battling Isaac Fotu for the rebound. Boy, Brown had a wide open look from the left corner, Mark, and rattled it in and out. And now the other direction. Hawaii breaks the press. Brereton 3 right side, and that's off the mark. Taryn Brown the weak side rebound. And Stan Hardinger was knocked to the floor. He gets back up. There's Garth up the floor. He lays it for Brown. The alley-oop slam.
Well, finally something to cheer about. There's been really very little to cheer about tonight for the Gauchos.
Bryson just fouled out of the game. He just grabbed Stan Hardinger on a long pass across midcourt. Michael Bryson, after Stan Hardinger caught the ball, Bryson picked up his 5th.
Boy, look at the foul differential, Jerry.
9-3.
9-3. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Hawaii's getting the ball in good, low, deep situations, deep penetration. The Gauchos are having to foul them, but
yeah, when you've got 4 fouls, Mark, to reach and grab the guy like that. Really, I mean, even if he goes in for an uncontested dunk, you're still in the game. I mean, you're a prolific 3-point shooter,
Yeah.
Or a very, dangerous 3-point shooter, but you just grabbed him.
Yeah. I mean, a fresh mistake. I mean, you let him go.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Stan Hardinger looked like a wide receiver that had beaten the safety, and the safety's grabbing him before the ball gets there.
And he's not missing free throws. I know he came in as a 65% free throw shooter, but he's getting a real rhythm right now. He's not missing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He started off a little slow at the free throw line, and he's been on a roll ever since.
Hornbuckle back in there for the Gauchos. T.J. Taylor also back in there with Kyle Boswell. And Stan Hardinger's first is good. That was a 1-and-1. And with 9:20 left to go in the game, the Gauchos are down by 14. Plenty of time to come back. The problem is, as Mark mentioned, Stan Hardinger misses the second. The ball knocked out of bounds off of Fotu of Hawaii. I thought maybe Brown for the Gauchos knocked it up. But as Mark mentioned, the real problem is the next Gaucho foul will put Hawaii in the double bonus the rest of the way. It'll be the 10th team foul. Gauchos trail by 14. They have the ball in the front court. Hornbuckle looking inside, passes instead to the right. 3-pointer by Taylor. Good from right in front of Thunder Road. T.J. Taylor with a 3. Gauchos down by 11. And how great would that be if that standout guard from Oakland could start shooting the ball like that? Here's Stan Hardinger down the lane. He puts it up and scores against Sam Beeler.
Well, he's got his nice shot because Beeler had his arms up, and he's a tall guy and still couldn't stop him.
Here comes Brewy. Mitch Brewy coming back in the game. The Gauchos going with that full court press. Hawaii has had no problem breaking it, and now Taylor he was pushed on the baseline by Chase Tavita. 14th foul on Hawaii.
Good foul. That's only the 4th foul against Hawaii. The Gauchos will not be shooting.
And that's only his first. Well, I thought for a moment TJ was in trouble because as he was flashing the baseline from right to left, he started fumbling the ball, and he was dangerously close to that baseline and looked like he stepped on it, but he was shoved a little bit. So Tavita comes out, and Brandon Jawato comes in for Hawaii. Mitch Brewy back in for the Gauchos, who trail by 13. Here is Taylor, another 3. Good from right in front of Thunder Row again. Keep shooting it from there, TJ. 66-56. And again, the Gauchos go with this full court press. And now Fotu across the midcourt line, and it's a pass that's deflected by Brewy. Stolen by Hornbuckle. Brown, skip pass in the left corner to Boswell. He'll dribble in and puts up the shot, blocked by Fotu. The ball loose on the floor. Taryn Brown has it knocked out of his hands into the backcourt, and Taryn goes back to get it. Well, Taryn gave up an open 3, and now a timeout, or the shot clock.
They reset the shot clock, and they shouldn't have.
Yeah. 66-56. And that's unfortunate for the Gauchos. Bob Williams just kind of has a smirk on his face. And now the officials will take a look at the monitor to see how much time, and that is unfortunate for the Gauchos, Mark, because the Gauchos started to, you had the crowd here crescendoing a little bit, and now you just, what little momentum the Gauchos just had is dead stop with the shot clock.
Yeah, it's been an issue for really all season. And it was a problem, and that's why Bob Williams and Joe Calero got into it the other day, is because Calero was really upset with
last Saturday, right?
With UCSB's game management, failing to reset the shot clock.
The same thing happened Thursday against Northridge.
Again, and it's so something that UCSB needs to clean up.
Well,
we're only going to reset it to 19. That's not too bad.
No, it's not and it's with 8:04 left to go in the game. The Gauchos down 66-56. It's not so much that, Mark. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but the crowd was starting to, TJ just made back-to-back threes, wild scramble for the ball. They get it in the backcourt, and then the shot clock is unfortunately reset. Here's Taryn to inbound along the right sideline, and he'll bounce it into the backcourt to TJ Taylor. Taylor now up into the front court. Brewy is coming out to set a screen. TJ gives up the three, drives down the lane, hesitation move, lays it up. Good! He fouled the counts. TJ Taylor has scored 8 straight points for the Gauchos, and he's got a chance to make it 9.
Hawaii's going to call a timeout.
No, it's immediate.
Oh, it's immediate? Okay. So they needed hopefully one here on the free throw.
And Taylor now with 10 points. If he makes the free throw here, he'll tie Taryn Brown for team high honors. They're not even close to Christian Standhardinger with 22 points, 15 rebounds for Hawaii. Taylor with a free throw, good, and the Gauchos trail by 7. UCSB with Boswell, Taylor, Brown, Hornbuckle, and Brewy in there. Full court press, and Tavita will break it with ease as he dribbles across the midcourt line on the right side to Standhardinger, back to Tavita, back to Standhardinger. He slips a pass inside to Joaquim. He fumbled it. Joaquim being trapped on the right baseline, being tied up, and on the possession arrow. It will go to UCSB. Great play down there. I think it was Hornbuckle. It was either Hornbuckle or Brewy that tied him up. They were both double teaming in the post.
Yeah. I think they both kind of got hands on it.
Gauchos are being out-rebounded in this second half, 14-8. Here is Taylor, now gets a screen. Brewy was open underneath, and now the pass instead to Brown. Missed the bunny. Brown got it back. His return shot is blocked by Standhardinger, and it's taken down by Joaquin. Boy, Taryn missed, in the golf vernacular, a 2-foot putt.
That can be a rally breaker.
7:15 left. Gauchos down 66-59, and a timeout, Hawaii. 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here.
Well, that would have cut it to 5. It's just too bad. It's a great pass, too, and they're going to have, actually, the last couple of times down court, they've done a good job in getting stops on Hawaii. And one thing you got to wonder, what are Hawaii's legs like right now, end of a long trip?
And the Rainbow Warriors inbound. They have it in the front court. Tavita picks up his dribble out on the left wing. Now they go down on the left baseline to Joaquin, backing down Brewy, and he traveled. Good defense by Mitch Brewy with help from behind by Taryn Brown.
Well, Joaquin struggled a little bit. He got tied up the last time down court. He's trying to do too much. He's getting double teamed both times and trying to do it all himself. He needs to pass that out.
Gauchos down by 7 with the ball in the front court. 6:50 left in the game. TJ Taylor between the legs with a dribble, dribbling on the right side. Tavita right there on him. Now to Boswell in the right corner. Dribbles out. Boswell trying to draw the contact from the defender. Couldn't do it. Joato did a good job to keep his feet on the ground. Here's Taylor on a drive. Left-hand layup, no good. And Joaquin pulls down the rebound with authority.
TJ looking for the foul. It was not called.
And now Hawaii the other direction. Standhardinger wide open underneath to score, moving in from the right. And I don't know how Christian Standhardinger got that wide open, 68-59. The Gauchos got to make 3 other guys on the floor beat him besides Joaquin and Standhardinger. Here is Brown, left perimeter. He puts it on the floor. His fade from the baseline rolls off. Rebound Joaquin. And Joaquin with back-to-back rebounds now for Hawaii. And with an even 6 minutes left to go, the Gauchos trailing it 68-59. And the Rainbow Warriors looking to take time. Jawato in the right corner. He goes to Brereton. Now in the paint. Brereton kicks it back to Joaquin straight away. Now they go along the left sideline to Tavita. And Tavita dribbling straight away with 8 on the shot clock. Gets it to Stan Hardinger. Down the lane. Puts it up and scores off the glass.
Nice little runner. You know, Taryn Brown gambled that time and gave him open. Get a little runner going.
Here's Taylor. They'll deliver the bounce pass. Right side, 3 by Brown. Back rim, no good. Tip by Brewy out to Taylor. Taylor now wide open, 3 right side. Missed it short. And Brewy again, another good job to tip the rebound back to Hornbuckle on top. And now a whistle, and Brewy is down. Mitch Brewy is down on the play as Sean Moore, Nate Garth, and Duke DeRay getting ready to come in. Justin Erickson, the Gauchos' fine trainer, is out there looking at Mitch. I didn't see what happened to him. Did you, Mark?
He got hit in the head trying to go for a rebound, so I don't think it's anything serious.
I think it was maybe on that one he tipped out, that second one he tipped out.
Right, what a tough game for Taryn Brown. He is now 5 for 18. He's 1 for 10 from the three I can't say it.
3-point line.
3-point line, thank you, Jerry. Just one of those rough games for a freshman. It's too bad it had to come tonight because they needed all guns firing tonight, and he's been muzzled.
70-59, Gauchos down by 11. 5:05 left. UCSB inbounds the ball. Here's DeRay on the left side, dribbles straight away. Now to the right sideline they go to Hornbuckle. On top to Sean Moore. Left perimeter to Garth. Garth bounces it down to Hornbuckle on the left baseline. Picked up there by Joaquin. Hornbuckle will step back, fire a 3. Back rim, no good. And DeRay getting in there for the rebound is fouled. Good play by Duke DeRay. And Hawaii forgot about Duke, and he got in there. And that foul is on Jawato.
That's one guy, Duke DeRay, doesn't care how big you are. He's going to go mix it up with you.
He's as tough as they come, isn't he?
And I like him in a game like this because, I mean, all of the other guys just really aren't fighting back very much, and he'll fight back.
Yeah. Brandon Spearman back in the game for Hawaii. The inbound goes to Hornbuckle, and he dribbles out, and now they get it out to Garth near the midcourt line. Garth dribbling, bounce pass to Moore. Moore down the lane, lays it up and in. Good play by Sean Moore, cutting from straight ahead. And Bob Williams is still going to go with the full court press here. And the clock continues to move, and Hawaii takes forever just to pick the ball up to inbound it. And now the Warriors break the press with no problem. DeVita, bad pass, out of bounds, turnover. He was driving down the lane and got up in midair and tried to be cute with that and flip a hard underhand pass to Joaquin, who was only about 2 feet from him. And as talented as Vander is, no way he's going to be able to put 2 mitts on that one.
Yeah. A little surprised Bob Williams doesn't come back with Kyle Boswell and TJ Taylor. There's 2 best three-point shooters right now.
Here's Garth down the lane, floater off the glass, no good. Joaquin the rebound, and he pulls it down, and Joaquin now starts it to Tavita up the right sideline. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Gauchos down by 9, 70-61. Tavita on the right wing. Yeah, the Gauchos right now looking to be in a man-to-man, would you say, General?
Yeah.
And here is Brereton. You hear Bob saying pressure him. Now to Joaquin, right baseline, leans into Moore, missed the shot off the back rim, rebound Brown. And the Gauchos the other direction with it. Good defense there by Keegan. Here is Nate Garth kicking it left corner. Brown, 3, no good. Rebound Tavita.
Just one of those nights for Taryn Brown. That makes him 1 for 11 from the 3. And 5 for 19 from the 4.
3:18 left to go in the game. Gauchos down by 9. They can no longer trade baskets with Hawaii, 70-61. And we are still owed a media timeout. Tavita dribbling way out near the midcourt line, near the left sideline. Now dribbles to the right perimeter. He goes to Spearman. Spearman to the right baseline. 8 on the shot clock. Step back jumper, back rim, no good. And the rebound fought for in the right corner, and it's pulled down or collected over there by Stan Hardinger. And Stan Hardinger just spiked the basketball into the floor, which normally draws a technical, and we got one.
That's a break for the Gauchos.
That's a dumb play by a very good basketball player. And Stan Hardinger picks up the technical. I assume, Mark, that he was the one that was credited for the rebound, and he was upset as the whistle blew. There may be a foul on a Gaucho here.
Yeah, there was.
Okay. Stan Hardinger, and 17 points, 11 rebounds for Vander Joachim. So Kyle Boswell will shoot the technical fouls, and he missed the first.
Boy, what a night for the Gauchos. I mean, they just cannot get a break. They got their best. And they can pick their free throw shooter right now as a technical, and it's obviously going to be Kyle Boswell, and he misses. I mean, it's just that kind of night.
Well, Gauchos down by 9. Boswell will try to make it an 8-point deficit. Bob Williams standing right in front of us, and that free throw is good. And now Stan Hardinger will have 2 free throws the other direction because Hornbuckle's foul on him was the 10th team foul on the Gauchos. Boy, Mark, I'm wrong on that then. I thought coming out of this timeout, Stan Hardinger would shoot the 2 free throws, and then the Gauchos would shoot their technicals and get the ball. But
yeah.
Stan Hardinger, first free throw, that's back rim no good. You could tell right away when he shot it over the green. Should have used a 9-iron, instead used an 8.
I hate to say this, but I kind of hope he makes this free throw because, you know, if he misses it, Hawaii's going to get the rebound and probably get a 3-point play out of it.
Second one short, and the ball, Sean Moore saves it along the baseline. Good play by the Chico kid, and now the Gauchos, they get a break there as Stan Hardinger misses both. Here is Duke DeRay on the left side. Now out to Taryn Brown. Gauchos cannot take too long, but they've got to come up with a basket on this trip. They trail by 8. Here is DeRay dribbling straight away. Needs some help. Ball knocked away. The ball loose on the floor. DeRay being tied up, and on the possession arrow, it goes to Hawaii.
You lose the ball that far out. I mean, someone should have called timeout when DeRay got the ball on the ground. I mean, Hawaii's pretty quick at making that timeout call, but no Gaucho tried to signal timeout. And they have 4 to give. They have 4 timeouts left, and nobody called timeout.
And Brereton inbounds right in front of us, so we've probably got some TV time. Do you have your makeup on? No, actually, the cameras are behind us. That's right. Here is Tavita, front court. Brereton takes it in the right corner, dribbles in, fires up a 10-footer. No good. Ball tipped around, and Boswell was hit. No call. And Brereton retrieves the rebound right in front of the Hawaii bench. Boy, it looked like Isaac Fotu hit Boswell going for that rebound. Here is Spearman traveled as he went down the lane, picked up his dribble, and traveled. So with 2:08 left to go, the Gauchos come up with another stop. Here comes Nate Garth into the game, and Duke DeRay will go out. Duke's a good defender, good physical player, but Bob's going to bring in the sure-handed Nate Garth, who will be in there with T.J. Taylor. And both those guys can shoot threes. Here's Taylor dribbling right side of the free throw line on top to Garth. Left corner they go to Brown. Taryn had an open shot, but now he goes left baseline, puts up the runner, and gets it to go. And the Gauchos trailing by 6, 70-64, minute 50 to go. Full court press by UCSB. Brown almost came up with a steal. Brereton's got it right in front of the Gaucho bench, and he's being held by Boswell. 2 free throws coming up for Hans Brereton. And for Brereton tonight, he's been to the free throw line twice, made them both. Hawaii is 21 of 30 from the line, Mark. The Gauchos are 10 of 15. Brereton's first, good. 71-64, minute 44 to go. Well, I like the minute Sean Moore has given the Gauchos tonight. He hasn't played very much, but
he's their most effective big man. Yeah. I mean, he's the one getting rebounds, battling Hawaii hard. And
second free throw, no good, and that one is tipped by Fotu into the right corner to Brereton. And Brereton
last time. I hoped he was going to make the free throw. If he misses it, they get the ball back, and that's exactly what happened there. He was a shooter and
freshman on the roster to have to go against anybody without your best player, Alan Williams, who gives you 17, almost 18 points a game and about 10 rebounds a game. But Williams out again. Here's Brereton. He double dribbled. They didn't call it out to the midcourt line. Here is Spearman with it. Spearman is hit by Boswell, and the officials missed an obvious double dribble out near midcourt there.
Yeah, you know, the last 2 times when Boswell was hit, the official was not looking that way, and that time it looked like the officials were screened out. They couldn't really see him put both hands on the ball. That was a pretty obvious one. We could see it from where we're at.
So it is Spearman fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. The Gauchos over the limit of 10 fouls, so double bonus for Hawaii. Spearman's first free throw is no good. That one hit the front of the rim and actually rolled across the cylinder to the back rim and fell off to the right.
Now, somebody tell the other guy who's who's going to be blocking out Spearman, because last time the free throw shooter got his own miss.
Second free throw, good. And it is back to an 8-point Hawaii lead, 82-64, minute 26 to go, and TJ Taylor quickly up in the front court. You'd figure that the Gauchos probably like to look for a three somewhere. Here's Boswell with it. Boswell will slip the pass to the free throw line to Moore. Moore looking to kick it back out. He does to Garth. Nate loses the dribble, gets it back. Bad pass knocked away by Tavita, stolen by Fotu, and Hawaii has it.
Oh, Nate was just out of control there.
And the pass now across the midcourt line to Stan Hardinger. He gets it to Brereton. Brereton has the ball stripped by Boswell. It goes out of bounds off of the Hawaii players. So Hans Brereton trying to keep that one in. Good play by Kyle Boswell. And with 1:01 left to go here in regulation, the Gauchos down by 8. And Nate Garth up into the front court with it. Garth on top to Boswell. He'll launch a long three, and that one barely grazed the front iron. Moore, the rebound, put it up and scored. And a timeout, Bob Williams. Sean Moore, that was a terrific play. And I'll tell you why, folks, because Boswell's shot, great
in there, and especially on the offensive end.
Well, 72-66, 50.3 seconds to go. Hawaii to inbound underneath. They have to go the length of the floor. Here's the inbound of Stan Hardinger. He is in the backcourt, now being hit, no call. He gets the ball, the pass back to Osrin Pavlovic, who's in the game for the first time. Now the pass down the floor to Stan Hardinger, and he makes the layup and is fouled on the play. Stan Hardinger has just killed the Gauchos, and that foul is on Duke DeRay. A three-point play opportunity coming up for Christian Stan Hardinger, who is approaching 30 points if he's not there already.
Yeah, he's just owned the Gauchos tonight.
74-66.
That's the dagger, too. It's over.
38.8 seconds to go. Gauchos, if he misses, have got to box out. It's a three-possession game, and he makes the free throw. Now, Hawaii has two prominent post players in the Big West Conference. Joaquim and Stan Hardinger. Ball up into the front court. Taylor has it. Taylor now going against Fotu. Fotu blocks the shot on the layup attempt out of bounds. And what Hawaii's doing, obviously, is a smart thing. They know the Gauchos need the long ball. They're putting some of their big guys out on the perimeter, making it hard to shoot over them. Here's Taryn Brown. He'll fire a three. He was hit, no call. Stan Hardinger grabbed or hit his arm, no call. And the Rainbows take it the other way, and Stan Hardinger lays it up and in. And on the air ball by Brown, it came down to Fotu, and Stan Hardinger was all alone at the other end. Here's Brown, a fade from the right baseline. That's good. 77-68. And Duke DeRay knocking away the inbound pass, and DeRay takes Spearman down along the baseline. That'll be a foul on Duke. And they'll have to walk to the other end of the floor to shoot the two free throws from Spearman. 77-68, Hawaii with 13.1 seconds to go, and Bob Williams has got the sport coat back on. That means it's over.
It is over. This is going to be Hawaii's first road win of the year. First, Cal State Northridge gets their first Big West Conference win of the year here at the Thunderdome, and now Hawaii gets their first road win of the year here at the Thunderdome. And I got to say, without Alan Williams, the Gauchos really are deficient. I mean, they just do not have any post presence whatsoever.
Well, the Gauchos better hope they have Allen back for Wednesday, because they go to Long Beach State, the conference leader.
And they'll just, I mean, they are so good inside. I mean, they got some athleticism.
Yeah.
I didn't want to imagine going to the pyramid without Alan Williams.
And Spearman misses both free throws. Taylor taps the rebound to Boswell. Kyle will go the other way. They'll let him go, and he makes the layup.
I don't know why he didn't take a three. I mean, a layup doesn't help you.
No. 77-70. Now 4.5 seconds left to go. Spearman fouled in the backcourt by TJ Taylor.
I mean, because a three-pointer would have made it a two-possession game.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's just kind of a wasted possession.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Now, I'm trying to think about my first couple of questions to Bob afterwards. What are yours going to be? Maybe I'll cheat. I'll look over at your paper here.
Well, I mean,
obviously the rebounding deficiency inside, and the free throw is good. I would like to know, though, from Bob, how much of a difference it made, how much of an impact it had with Bryson picking up 3 first-half fouls.
Yeah, I mean, he had his first 2 3-pointers right out of the gate, and then just was, there's nothing left.
First free throw good, second free throw missed. Gauchos get the rebound. Final shot of the game. Garth buries the 3 from the right elbow, and that will do it. Hawaii wins it 78